after game 2, you indicated how your teammates and yourself had to respond more, so nobody, LeBron especially, would have to play hero ball. What kind of report card would you now give yourself and your teammates after game 2?
I think it starts on the defensive end for us. I think we've been much better with the multiple efforts. Like I said, after game 2, we just weren't communicating, and we didn't have the multiple efforts, especially with Boston. You know, they got guys down, and they're moving the ball. They got to hop in. You know, you could see Coach Stevens on the sideline telling them miss or make, push the ball, get the ball moving. So we got to be ready for that, and I think we did a much better job at home. But the real test is how we're going to play out there in Boston. We know they're going to have their crowd behind them, and they're going to be feeling good. So we got to be ready to weather their storm, and it starts defensively for us.
Could you also talk about never quitting on a play underneath the basket, 8 block shots, Kyle getting 3 of them, yourself 2? It just seems like you guys played through the full 24 seconds always, never conceded anything down there.
Yeah, Kyle was great for us tonight. I think, in the post with Jaylen Brown, that's a tough coverage. Jaylen Brown is he's worked on his game, and in the post when he has a mismatch, he's got some good moves down there. So, Kyle, walled him up, stayed strong, and then, jumped him, changed the shot. So Kyle was huge for us tonight in terms of in the second quarter defensively getting us going. And, it's a full team effort, and we're going to need everyone to step up and be huge for us Game 5.
Emmett Golden, ESPN Cleveland. Tristan, have you become more of a vocal leader during this run in the playoffs, or is that something that you had done in the past that's just seemed to be more vocal or more visible now?
I think Perk always says, the job of a big man is got to, bring the toughness, bring the energy, and, we're the backline defense. So myself and Kev, whether it's in the pick and roll or multiple actions, our guys rely on us to, communicate and call the coverages out and have everyone's back. In terms of being physical, this is going to be a physical series. They showed that game 1 and 2. They hit us in the mouth, and we weren't able to rally back. So we knew coming home, protect home court, and we just, we took care of business. Now we, get ready for Game 5.
There was also a moment in the second half when Kevin was struggling, got into some foul trouble, and during a free throw, you kind of grabbed the ball, walked over, and said something to him. Can you share what you said to him, and if so, what was it?
Keep playing. Keep playing. The first half was tough. There was a lot of calls made and got him out of rhythm. But Kev was huge in the second half for us. Getting offensive rebound putbacks, getting to the rim, and then taking advantage of the mismatch. So he was huge for us. We know he's going to do great in Game 5. He's going to be ready to play. And, I just told him, it's a full team effort. We're going to need him. And, he responded.
Tristan, Kenny Rhoda, WHBC. How do you guys bottle this up on this home court and take it to Boston? They don't have to win on the road to win this series. You guys do. So how do you take this effort we've seen the last 2 games from you guys and take that to Boston?
We said it there. It's not a series until you win a game on the road, right? So, they've been really good at home. We know that they're going to come. Their crowd's going to be into it. They're going to come fighting. They're going to be real physical like they were Game 1 and 2. We got to weather that storm. We got to weather that storm, and we got to stay together as a team. If things aren't going good for us, we can't go apart. We got to stay together and, fight through it.
Ty mentioned that you're kind of, I guess, mentoring Larry a little bit. Can you just talk about both you guys have faced not playing at all, and then here you are with the season on the line, both impacting the game. What have you done with him to get his confidence up and get him playing the way he's playing?
No, Larry was great for us tonight. Just bringing the energy. Things that might not show on the scoreboard, just in terms of him defensively when he's switching on Tatum, forcing him to second guess his moves. Marcus Smart, mess with him, getting strips. He was huge tonight. Me and Larry, we work out together before and after practice, built that relationship and chemistry. So, I'm happy for him. He's a really good player. And, whether he's in the game or I'm in the game, we're going to bring that energy, that toughness, and athleticism. And, he was great tonight.
Chris Fedor, cleveland.com. Tristan, what was your view of Kyle Korver's dive for the loose ball, and how big of a play was that, did you feel in the moment?
That's our mantra, whatever it takes. If we got to dive into loose balls, I think that got us going, and he was huge. Kyle left it all on the line. Me and him are both in the cold tub right now, so we just got to do whatever it takes to get ready for the next game.
James Herbert, CBS Sports. LeBron's 44 points. Everybody's going to talk about that. But what do you think of the level of defense he's played, especially in the last 2 games?
It's been huge. You know, he's a leader. He's a captain of our team. When he's coming out, not just offensively firing, but defensively, you know, taking the challenge and making it tough for Brown. You know, we all feed off his energy. So, you know, when your captain's doing it on both ends and on the offensive end, he's doing his thing, and defensively he's taking the challenge and multiple efforts and giving it his all. You know, we got to look at ourselves and say, hey, we gotta follow behind. There's no excuse for us.
Tristan Hayden Grove, cleveland.com. You talked about the defensive miscommunication in Boston, and that's been a little bit better here. Is it something that just goes with, you know, playing in a hostile environment where the communication is not as good? Is it easier to communicate in Cleveland, or is it something that you can bring to both places?
No, I think we just didn't communicate. We weren't talking. I think you know, we did a great job preparing, but at the same time, you know, when the game starts, you know, they're going to throw different wrinkles in the game, and we got to be ready to respond. And we didn't do that game 1 and 2. I think it doesn't matter where you're going to play. You know, both crowds are going to be loud. So obviously, Cleveland's crowd is louder, just because, you know, I got to go with the home team. But I think that's the key for us. You know, we were starting to talk, multiple efforts. I think it was multiple efforts. And when you're playing hard and you're communicating, it makes it much easier on the defensive end. All right, thank you.